Welcome back, YouTube. So today I'm here with my friend and former neighbor Mike. We are going to be going over a few philosophy questions, and this is for my personal challenge of putting out one philosophy video per week for the month of January. And I anticipate doing this in the morning so that I can hopefully inspire you to be a little bit more thoughtful throughout your day. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from here on out. Mondays for Manliness Monday, Wednesdays for a philosophy question, and Fridays for a project video. I hope you enjoy. If doing something good for others makes us feel good, can there ever be such a thing as pure altruism? And this is one I chose 100% for you.
Oh, fuck you. There I go with the language again. So you knew how much I'd hate that one? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Out of 200 and some questions, I was like, this is one for Mike.
Wow. 10 out of 10 points for knowing me. Yeah. Oh, my God. How do you qualify the answer? That's the problem with it. Either way, it's like, did you intend to do it for the joy? Did you intend to do it for the payout? So that's the question. Can you ever prove that someone did something not in anticipation of their reward? That would be the only way to qualify.
I know I have
results.
several times because I know it's just the right thing to do. How do you even say that? Because I've grown up and I believe that if I do the right thing for my entire life, I go to paradise. So is that something that's just so ingrained in me I don't even consider it?
Yeah, that is possible.
Because I remember when I was living down in York, my car just broke down. It was a hot day and I had to walk back to where I lived like 3 miles. My phone was dead.
Yeah.
And I was on a split 4-lane highway walking back. I already had hives growing between my legs because my legs chafed. And I saw a young Asian lady who was pregnant broken down on the other side of the highway.
So you decided to help her first before you fixed your broken car? Is that the
Before I finished even walking home to start fixing my car, I crossed 4 lanes of highway traffic, jumped over a divider to help push her minivan into a parking lot.
And did you do it because you seek reward?
I didn't do it because I seek reward. I was miserable as hell the entire time. But after I knew she was safe, I did feel good about myself, and I did feel pride that in my own self-morals that I did the right thing. I helped this lady, and I did it despite my own personal problems. However, does that disqualify that as a selfless act? And I've been raised to do the right thing. Does that mean I did it because I saw a need and filled it, or am I pre-programmed to do that? Or did I do it and think it was selfless only because I know I want to get to paradise when I die? So is that really true altruism, what I did? Or is it something that is conditioned into me and I felt good afterwards? Kind of like a Pavlov type deal. Now, is that true altruism? And there are, I mean, personally, I have a bunch of opinions. I have a bunch of interests like that throughout my entire life. But I can't tell you if it was, like, I have my own opinion. Yeah, I think that I did that just out of the kindness of my heart. Here, good luck. However, I can't be certain now that I really sit down and examine it. And is that the same for everyone? Like, I know my brother, he's a great person. He does go out of his way to help people. And he is agnostic. He does not believe in God or heaven or anything. He has no idea what's out there. And he acknowledges that. He does feel pride in himself after he does something. But I don't think he seeks to do it.
For that.
For the, the good feeling. So does he do that? Does that good feeling afterwards negate doing it selflessly to begin with?
My big thing, I'm far more impressed with people who have an evil past who now do good things, because they understand the virtue of being selfish. So now when they choose to do something selfless, why are they doing it? Or when they decide to do something altruistic or anything about goodwill, they're doing it because they see its real value, I think. I'm more impressed with somebody who tries heroin once and never does it a second time ever again than someone who never did it, right? Because they know what they're missing now, and they don't go for it a second time. I'm far more impressed. So somebody who spent their whole life just being an ignorant shit, never holding a door for anyone, stealing anything they see not nailed down, and then life takes them to a place where they decide that a good life has more value. Well, son of a bitch, that guy found gold. You know what I mean?
See, here's the thing. Acting in a way has more value. So does that negate the altruism?
I don't think it does, because what they're seeking is order more than a sensation. I think when an evil bastard, when an evil person fixes a tire for somebody across the street, it's because at this point in their life they understand that needs to be done. Not for any feeling they're gonna get, but simply because it needs to be done. It's a necessity. I don't know. I wish I could.
Yeah, but again, even for
elaborate.
the sake of order, that means they're bringing order into the world that they live in, which is increasing.
So they still benefit?
They benefit from more order. So is that an altruistic thing, or is that a even if it's in a roundabout way, self-serving?
If you drop the eggs on your floor, is cleaning them up an altruistic act? No, it needs to be cleaned. It's that same thing. It's the fact that fatalism? I can't put a good word on it. I really can't. Yeah, sorry, it's not coming to me.
This is one of those questions of how big of a scope do you want to look at this at? Because I know for the example that you said, if you look at it in a small scope of his life, just that small microcosm, which philosophy often does look at, yes, that is altruistic. But when I brought that magnification out and looked at it,
Yeah, well, that's technically called premise shifting.
Yeah.
You're cheating the experiment by moving the criteria. So.
Well, I don't think it's really moving the criteria. It's just looking at it. It's not moving the goalpost. It's just taking a view instead of one small isolated incident. You're looking at a whole, a larger magnifying glass.
So you'd have to always know the individual and whether or not they considered the grand scheme or not. And that would give you your answer.
Well, yeah.
Right? Like if somebody has nothing to do but lose a whole lot by doing something nice and they still do it.
I believe that's the only time that you can say it's altruistic. Truly.
When it hurts.
Truly 100% altruistic. When it hurts them in the macro and the micro, and they still do it. Because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
Because, if you look at microeconomics and macroeconomics,
yeah, you can't help one, and you can't help both very often. One hates it, the other loves it. So
yeah, so it's the same thing. It's not really premise shifting. It's just how detailed you look at it. And I think if you look at it and it hurts them in both respects, and they still do it, I think that's the only time you could really, without reservation, say it's true altruism.
What's the value of a sensation? Truthfully, you're also begrudging someone a feeling. It's like if somebody's willing to do something really generous because it gives them the inner ooh, you're gonna fault me for that? You're gonna take away the generosity of the gift because I got my jollies from it?
There are certain cultures that do feel that way. But if you really do want to put a price on a feeling,
hookers.
Yeah, I was going to say strippers, but because with strippers, that's all you get is a feeling.
Yeah. So it has value.
I know that's
a physical sensation, not an emotion, but
one is just as apt as the other.
Right, because you do feel emotions physically. Right.
So there is a qualification, even if it is a crude reference.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
There is a correlation between the two. So you can put a price on feelings. You can put a price on emotions. It's done all the time. Advertising. They put a price on the emotion that you feel based on how much they want to put into that ad, with the idea that you're going to buy from them. The genesis of that is a feeling, and price tags are attached to that feeling.
Yeah,
I know
it took me a while to get there, but I got it.
Yard saling, a lot of times, especially when you're buying old stuff, you're putting a price on someone's feeling. Like, no one wants to buy a piece of junk from 30 years ago. I see things as junk from 40, 50 years ago when they don't have any personal significance to me. However, that's the thing, the personal significance, that's a feeling, and people put prices on that, which is not related to any market value at all. The whole market value is based off of a group feeling about a piece of nothing, like little Star Wars action figures. It's a piece of junk from the 70s. I grew up playing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll cost you $35.99.
So are you? Yeah, you're not paying. You're paying for the plastic, but you're really not.
Yeah.
Because it's not yours. It's not like I have your Darth Vader.
Yeah, you're paying for the feeling, and you're getting a piece of plastic.
Yeah. We do pay for feelings. You're right.
So, I mean, is there a price tag attached to that altruism? And I think there is, and there isn't at the same time.
All right. So final verdict. The God vote. You're God for a minute.
Ooh.
Do you cost people do you charge people for their inner jollies, or do you consider it altruism if there's no outward, immediate, and obvious benefit? I'm gonna give it to them. For everybody at home, if we're voting for a new God, there you go. That's how I would run that one. You're allowed to take credit for full altruism, even if you get a really good, deep, oogie feeling from helping somebody out.
I'm going to say 90% yes.
All right. Well, the obvious question.
Why the 10%?
Yeah.
If you feeling, or if you go into it and know you're getting a reward, nope, not altruistic.
That's not 10. That's all of it. After I've done two good deeds, I know from then on, every time I do it, I'm going to get paid.
Yeah, but you're not doing it for, like, if you go into it and do it, and you're gonna.
So the intention is the thing.
Yeah, it's the intention. It's the intention going into it.
Are you doing it to get the jolly? No, I'm doing it because it needs to be done, or because it's
the
a
right
great thing.
Yeah.
And you can also be good feeling too, but
yeah. Oh, I got a kiss. Sweet.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it to get a kiss. You're doing it because it's the right thing.
Right.
So 90% yes, 10% no. That's almost a cop-out answer, but that's how I really feel.
Not even God yet, and already splitting hairs.
So, guys, thanks for watching me and Mike here. Split hairs for the last 6 questions. He is a budding YouTuber. He's starting his channel sometime in January. He's not sure as to what the channel name will be, but by the time this does air, I will have a link to his channel in the description below. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you back for this whole month of January that I'm trying this out as a personal challenge, as well as on Mondays and Fridays, where I do my Manliness Mondays and my project video on Fridays. So please be thoughtful and try and keep this question in mind and answer it in the back of your head for yourself throughout the day. I think it will make you a more self-actualized person. And as always, guys, be mindful. See you next time.